English language that we don't use subject with imperative sentences with commands, okay? But the subject, which is the second person, the subject, which is the second person, you, is implied. Another type of commands that the imperative sentences can be used with subject. Look here. Now, what are the options available? Let us summarize the point here. That the subject of the imperative sentence or command it can be first person or second person, you, or third person. Look at the examples here. You be quiet. You, the subject is you. Okay, mainly the subject of the command is you. Mainly is you. But sometimes it is third person or first person. So you be quiet. Look, as we said that the verb should be in the base form. We don't say you are quiet. No, in this case it is a statement. There is no concord between the subject and the verb. No concord. But the verb should be in the base form. You mind your own business and leave this to me. Okay, here the subject is second person. It means I order the second person, the listener, the immediate listener in the situation to do something. Or we have the third person. With the third person, look at this sentence. Somebody, open this door. Everybody, shut their eyes. Jack and Susan, stand over there. Look here, the subject is third person. Here we have one, singular, here we have plural. But look, somebody open. We don't say somebody opens this door. Okay? Or open this door. No. Here we don't have concord between the subject somebody and the verb open. And that's why we recognize or realize it, or how to differentiate it from the statement or declarative sentence, because there is no concord between the subject and the verb of the sentence. Okay, here we have third person. With the first person, we should use the verb let. Okay, so now commands or imperative sentences with the subject, either we have second without subject or with subject. With subject, either second person, third person, or first person. If we have first person, we have the verb let to introduce the subject. Look at the example. Let us, let me. Look, let plus the pronoun, which is the pronoun should be in the objective case. Let us all work hard. Let me have a look. Look, we don't say I have or me have, but we use the verb let us, let me. All of this is the subject, okay? And then here we have the verb, and again, we don't have concord. Or in this case, we have noun phrase, okay? Noun phrase, let each man decide. We don't say let each man decides, okay? If anyone shrinks from this action, let him speak now. Let him speak now. This is the command. So, commands in the positive sentence give the meaning of, or imperative sentences when they are positive in the previous sentences, we perform the function of order or command, okay? But you know that imperative sentence can be negated by for another function. So when we negate the imperative sentence, or when we negate command, now it is not command or order, but it is a prohibition. Okay, when we talk about command in general, dear students, that when I order you to do something with a positive sentence, okay, for example, here in these sentences, when I say open this door, we have positive imperative sentence. It means that it is something good for the speaker to do it. It's something good for the speaker to do it. When we use imperative sentence, which is negative, it means a prohibition. Prohibition, it means it is not good for the listener to do it. Okay? It is not good for the listener to do it. So, how to negate imperative sentences? Open some windows, don't open any windows. Don't. So, the first is the structure. Consider the structure, how to negate the imperative sentence by means of do not. Initially. We place it initially. So, open some windows, don't open any windows. With imperative sentences, because here we have negation, so we change assertive forms into non-assertive forms. So the first way to negate the sentence by means commands or imperative sentences by means of placing do not or don't initially in the imperative sentence. Okay, the second way, when the subject of the imperative sentence is first person, here it is what? Without subject. Here, when with the subject of imperative sentence is first person, it means that we have let, the verb let me, let us. Here we have two choices. Let us not open the door, placing not, inserting not between the subject and the verb. Or by the same way, the first way, which is don't. Don't let us open. Don't let us open the door. Okay, so, and the second of these is available for the third person. If the imperative sentence is third person, if the sentence, a subject of the imperative sentence is third person, so we use this one. Don't let anyone. It means that we don't have this choice. Let anyone not. If the subject of the imperative sentence is third person, we don't use this way, let us, and then we negate. No, we don't say let anyone not. No, we have only this choice, which is don't let. Another type of imperative sentences we call persuasive imperative. Here we have the sentence is positive, not negative. Positive, not negative. But we have two verbs. The base or the main verb of the sentence, like this one, have, and we precede it by the verb do. By the verb do, which is positive. It means that it is good, or it is advised, or it is good for the listener to do it. So commands, sometimes we use them when they are positive, it is good for the speaker. When it is negative, it is not good for the listener to do it. When it is positive with the verb do, more than one verb, the main and the verb do, so it means that it is good for the listener to do it. So far we have finished the commands or imperative sentences in general, and we have to move to the fourth type of sentences. We talk about exclamations. Thank you for your listening.